football. Not the one that's called football for no reason, but the one that makes sense, has been a worldwide phenomenon for years. Whether you just follow it because of the World Cup, you have your own team that you support, or you just started watching Speed and can't stop saying
Cristiano Ronaldo.
There's quite a few manga talking about the sport, such as Days, Captain Tsubasa, and Lost Man, and to be honest, I found all of these boring. It took 17 episodes for the main character of Days to score 1 goal. Captain Tsubasa was way too overpowered to the point that you don't get a chance to care about the other characters, and Lost Man is just overall mid. But there's only been one series that generally left an impression on me. Japan just lost the round of 16 in 2018 World Cup, as per usual. Andre Tatey, a member of the Japan Football Association, is tired of losing, but the president, our profits are good, so what do we need to change? After all, football is nothing but business. He's comfortable. He's fine with the losses as long as he can still pull in the same amount of money he does now. However, Andre isn't playing. She hires Jinpachi Ego to be the coach that creates an ultimate player that can lead Japan to its first World Cup. Cut to a main character Yuichi Isagi in the middle of his prefecture finals. He breaks away from the defense and is one-on-one with the teammate to his side. Does he shoot? Does he pass? He passes the ball and homie misses. They lose and he moves on, stuck with his unreachable dream of winning a World Cup. He gets home and he receives a letter for a player improvement program. He goes, he opens the door, and the entire room is filled with strikers. A spotlight turns on, and who is it? Jinpachi Ego. The way he sees it, Japan only needs one revolutionary striker to win from the 300 players in that room. And how is he gonna do it, you might ask? Through Project Blue Lock. Blue Lock is basically a battle royale-esque tournament where only one of these players will end up winning and become the one player that Japan needs. Now, sports manga in recent years has been The grand majority of these focus on the concept of friendship and never let any characters get much individuality unless it's the main character and his one partner. But this series throws friendship out the window and instead replaces it with, I don't know how to describe it, so hear me out. You know that coworker or person you know that you can get along with to make your time easier but can't exactly call him or her a friend? That. What Blue Lock does to kill this trope instantly is with the first minigame.
Well, now, it is time to play tag. The time limit is 136 seconds. The player with possession is it. Whoever is it when time runs out can get the f out of here.
As much as I enjoy Haikyuu or Kuroko no Basket, I still find the friendship trope extremely annoying. Sometimes I just want to see
I'll fucking kill you even if it's the last thing I do.
Now, I don't mind the series being like this because it makes sense. As you notice from this guy's name, egos are heavily involved in the series and heavily involved in the sport, but I'll get to that. Leading to every character being their own individual and not just being a background character that you can barely see because of the Gaussian blur. For example, this guy calls himself the king of the field, this guy that plays with demons in his head, and this guy that is about to nut to 1 goal. Yes, they're all weirdos and pretty cringe, but each character has something unique to them that isn't just their abilities. Now, just like Oshinoko, this series is a collaboration. Firstly, Kaneshiro Muneyuki that previously worked on Jagan and Kamisama no Yutori, and although he's the author and not the artist of this series, you can definitely see some of his influence throughout the art. Secondly, Nomura Yusuke is in charge of the art, with his previous work being Dolly Kill Kill, and his art in this series is absolutely amazing. What impresses me the most about the art isn't panels like these that have insane amount of details. It isn't panels like these that generally leave you insanely impressed, but it's this, then turn another page, and bam. The movement expressed within these panels leave a huge impression on me, and you can really see throughout the whole story how Nomura Yusuke uses every pixel of space in each panel to make the most artistically appealing story possible. Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi have been the biggest names in football in the last 14 years, with each winning the Ballon d'Or since 2008, excluding 2018 when Modric won it. Now, I've seen a lot of people complain about the fact that football is a team sport, and this sucks because it doesn't reflect reality. Well, let's see. It's 2012. Bayern and Chelsea are playing for the Champions League final. It's the 87th minute with Bayern winning by 1. Chelsea has a corner, and who ties it up? It's just a reality that egos are needed to play this or any sport. Would have Drogba been able to score this without an ego? No. Would these two players rise to the top of the game without an ego? No. It's just a reality that egos are needed to be good at anything you do or you want to do. And the only real difference between a good ego and a bad ego is if you're using your ego in good faith. Now, granted, football still is in essence a team sport, but as aware as Kaneshiro Muneyuki is, he also put this emotion of what the f into his characters in the beginning of the series and breaks the mold of what football supposedly is and adds the reality of egos. Now, the main power system the Blue Lock has are chemical reactions and flow. Chemical reactions in the world of Blue Lock is simply the collaboration of two players to create a dangerous playstyle. One example being Isagi, our main character, and Nagi. Now, these chemical reactions are all over the story, making the peaks within the series extremely high and makes the series insanely addicting. Flow, also known as a flow state, is the mental state in which a person is fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus. You can feel flow sometimes when you're in an intense situation playing Valorant, but in this case, you also feel it when playing football. These are the two main power systems, and in my opinion, they are pretty thrilling. This entire series knows how to keep momentum going. From start to finish, there generally hasn't been a single part where I was bored or felt like dropping the series. The deep end personalities of each character, such as Bashida, Shigiri, Kunigami, Bado, and Ego, make the clashing of each character immensely intense. Not only in the slower parts of the series, but also in the intense peaks of the series, Blue Lock is able to constantly keep you entertained and engaged with the series. With the anime on the way, the anime shouldn't look like it'll be fantastic. I feel like 8-Bit Studios will do amazingly. With their biggest and most recent project being That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, I'm very optimistic for what is to come. As per usual, it's up to your patience. If you're able to wait until October 9th, watch the anime that will be pretty similar to Kuroko no Basket. If not, read the manga. Now, Blue Lock is an amazing series that is able to break the mold and template of what sports manga or anime is supposed to be. Is it edgy to the point that it becomes cringe? Yes. Is it a series that has its flaws in representing the essence of football? Yes. But what will leave an impression on everybody is the art, the intense characters that emphasize the intense situation in each game, and finally the comeback story of a kid that had a teammate that was dog shit.